Alright, we're back, and I guess I'll just jump straight into showing you how this game plays now. So, welcome to limsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels, brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rentano Sea. Please select the control scheme I wish to use, which is a mouse and keyboard, WSD to move, jump, turn character with that, move camera with left. Yeah, let's proceed, speak with that guy. No, that's fine. How do I get rid of that? Yep, nice. Can't make it so it turns my character with that. Alright, that's fine. Initiating quests, yes. That's better, it's moving with camera now. Once you initiate the quest, prompts will appear detailing its objectives and rewards, click set button, blah blah blah. You must first register yourself for the Adventurers Guild, so basically we just gotta go speak to someone in there to get registered as an actual adventurer. Show your itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge you'll never get, you're likely to get your throat slit in some piss stinky alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. Which is fucking 2 steps away. Head down the street and speak with Griffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and then that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Badaron. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that good, now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Awesome. Beginning quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Upon accepting the quest, current objectives will appear under the duty quest type in duty list on the right. Side screen, maximum 5 questions, just select the ones which is there, basically. Clicking on the title will open the quest in the journal, which gives you, allow you to review rewards and objectives. But it tells you the objectives there, it just gives you a more in-depth description, so we'll run over there. If you mind to visit Dragon Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. I do want to go there, thank you very much. Complete a quest by right clicking NPC with check marks displayed above his head, you know, basically just turn in the quest. We already know how to do that, we're not scribs. Sup fam, my name's Wolf. Get me on that adventurers list sheet thing you got in front of you there. Greetings to you lad. Well it be. But you ain't here for the drinking, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at venturing. I reckon, well, you'll find no shortage of work here in limsa. It's so strange reading, like, it sounds like it would be from Yorkshire, but when you see it on fucking paper, when they've cut down all the things, it's right hard to fluent it into a fucking sentence, man. Name's Badron, this most hospitable what? Hold on. The name's Badaran, and this most hospitable of hosteliers is the Drowning Wench. Why couldn't you just say this place is called Drowning Wench rather than fucking dragging it into some spastic words? It's also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in limsa. That's why we've got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of my regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, you see. Not that I need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to stay clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Gallian Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill a lot of us. It seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. Who can blame them after everything that's happened? The Aussie took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only thing that got wiped off the face of existence by the thrice-damned bastard of the dragon, which is Bahamut. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes and answer sense. No other thoughts whatsoever, and live to tell the tale seems to again. How the tale actually goes, 'tis all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember, the truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of the names. We won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gulf line in front of the sun. All you see in your mind eye is the shadow set against the blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd gull. It's just what got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If limsa is ever going to put this time of darkness behind, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to a venturing effort will spend. What say you, lad? You willing to lend us your strength, but listen to me, around like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got you mark in the book. I'm just going to quickly skip past this because I've just killed off my sound. Right, so put your scroll there. With players, fan name, association, now it's an adventure skill, blah blah blah. You're the adventurer you said further last night, did you not? I did. Captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel and several witnesses have testified in the past imaginary ship went out on deck mere moments before the investigation. Your friend's signals, were you there? Were you? No, I was not hearing any signals. You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings, but for them we cannot be trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. You make a good point, officer, very good point, very wise. You needn't worry, though. Get one eye open at all times, me and two more, often than not. Also, what say you to attempt to find sail before you return to your duties? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the famous idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grub this side of the Strait of Melfor. But that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, yeah. I think it's got to the point where I can just sort of say, I'm going to skip this because there's that much text in the game. If I started reading it all, it'd take hours. Well, I'll leave it on screen for a few seconds, so if you did want to pause it and read it, you can go for it and knock yourselves out. I just really want to get in the game and show you how the mechanics work, because getting through all these, like, I could waste an hour just going through text. So you can all just, you know, read it at your own pace. I don't mind. Plus, my throat's getting clammy as fuck having to read it all. It's like doing a lecture or something. Right, well, that's the first quest complete anyway. I'm just going to reload my game now because I've killed off a sound apart from... Oh no. My sound's come back. I'm impressed. Hold on. I want the music volume a little bit higher. I don't care. Go away. No, I made a scenario quiz. There we go. Have a little background music. So you right click the guy with these over his head and you get a main quest. And a cutscene, so enjoy that shit for 10 minutes. Freezy tasks to get used to life. Basically we're going to FFXIV to link to that so we can teleport to other places. Got to chat to the Yellow Jackets guard if you can figure out how to fucking do it. Next one's got a marketplace, get myself some new weapons and ting. And then next is get to the Arcanist Guild, which is my class, and get him to train me up in the ways of the Arcanist class. That's basically saying that the more stuff I do for people, the more I'm going to get quests of higher importance within the city and beyond. The more people know my name. What you waving at, fool? And then menu 2. Then it's quick and easy access to muscle games features. Selecting character, and the character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently... Yeah? How many times can you get character in one fucking sentence? Character. Wow. Active help, and then obviously saving progress and logging out. M is map. Obviously there's dual list as well. We can go talk to this guy and get another. These are like side quests. Sharing no adventures, close lads, information, blah blah. Might have been the bottom market where's on the stream followers, some bits part. Speak to game rail. So just pick up the herbs, and then I guess I'm just gonna deliver them herbs to some weirdo. It's literally 2 steps away, so you can do this yourself. You scrub. Oh, I did not actually know that. Sanctuaries boost XP the longer you have the boost on. Dark orange bar shows how much experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Ins and all 360 as well as various outposts and settlements classified as sanctuaries. Make it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. Awesome. So I'm gaining all these herbs for the side quest, which will take me down to the FFXIV crystal anyway. It's a good idea to grab every quest you can early stages of the game, so you level up that a little bit quicker. Once you get to around level 40 or so, it takes ages to level up. So you'll be doing a lot of dungeon runs, a lot of daily quests. But obviously you've got to get to that point in the game where you can do your daily quests. And now that I've collected these herbs, I can hand these in. Just click and drag that over. Relax, I've just shown you how to do it. You don't really need to see that. All these herbs spilled from this guy's crate apparently. Well met adventurer, blah blah. Now he's got using items. And FFX. You can equip potions and everything in your hotbar down here. But they do have a minute recast time on all potions, which is not the same as normal games, but it's still useful, I guess, if you're really in a cinch. So I'll just grab all these little side quests and things, and then we'll move on to complete them all. So, as you can see, this is one of the main quests. You attune to the aviary, right, and then this sets it as my home point. Once you get more, you can choose which one you want to set your home to. So when you use the teleport home button, it teleports you to the one that you last saved your zone to, or you can just leave it in the city like I do and just always return to city when you need to for free. So he's telling me that return and teleport are the two most common ones to use for these, and they're found everywhere over Eorzea. And he's just saying if I need to ask any questions about it, then I can ask him. A return spell is literally just like a home teleport. It's telling me how to use teleport, but it's not difficult, it's literally right there on your hotbar, so if you want to use it, just click it and it'll teleport you back to this main square. These are little weird things, little goblin miner people. Always interested themselves into rare commodities and like getting in trouble with kobolds as well. So head further down here and we'll talk to Swazblade. Swazblade. He gives me a rundown of the market, giving this, whether that is, no idea. There's a lot of back and forth in this game, but I'll try and keep it to a minimum, or get through it as fast as I possibly can. But it doesn't really pick up until you start getting to the dungeons and main quest line, like later on in the game. At the moment, because I've only just started this new character, I can only hit level 20 before I have to start paying subscription again. But I thought it'd be good to see, like, play the trial and see what you think of the actual videos and everything before I decide to pay for it. But I probably will end up paying for it again anyway. So that's everyone talked to in that area. We've got some fire shards and fragments of grade 1 dark matter. As you can see, there's a mass of people just piled up in this area because the market boards are here. This is a European server as well, so I would imagine later, like a bit later on in the day when it gets to around evening, it will be rife with life. Hand this letter over, there we go. Accept that. Now the last one, which is visit the Arcanist's Guild and get my weapon. Oh, V looks behind it, okay. There should be a weapon, oh that's character. Ah, there we go, Z. You can Or I could manually draw your own weapon out so you can run around with your weapon drawn if you want to RP it a little bit, I guess. Maybe out of the guild. Manipulated from the body zone ether. Let's change the icon for that. That used to just be a quest icon before. Yes, I would like to be an arcanist. So I'm going to talk to the guild master. Acting guild master until our wayward leader deigns to return. They have the ability to manifest an arcane entity called Carbuncle, which if you played previous Final Fantasies like Final Fantasy VIII, you get to summon Carbuncle to give you double and triple magic. But it's not the same in this, I am prepared to reason. Carbuncle in this literally uses rune knockback and other spells to defend you and help you kill enemies in battle. And finally, she gives us a quest to go kill some little bugs and stuff. So we'll get straight on with that after we talk to these FFXIV people, and then we can start our true adventure. There's a lot of delivering quests, a lot of gathering quests, a lot of killing quests. These are FFXIV shards within the city. You can teleport around to each one. So like say this one's outside the Arcanist Guild, there'll be one for the market, one for Drowning Wench. It's literally just an internal network to fast travel around the city. So like if I want to go to Plaza, just click the button and within a couple of seconds we're straight out. So I can hand in this quest to this guy that we came to a couple of minutes ago. Continue this quest, which is to deliver the 2 letters to this guy and the other. This is also one of the exits for the city, so you can go to I can't even remember the name of the actual place. Have a look. Linosia, there we go, Linosia. Linosia is the outer stretches of the city. I think it's split up into 4 or 5 different areas that are all pretty huge. Just going to run down here and hand in this quest, and then we can get on with finally killing something. I just love how great the water looks in this game, and like the rocks, characters, animations, everything's so smooth. Can we get down this way? Yeah, we can. Good. So I'll hand that over, and then that should give us another quest finished. The red mark on this guy means the quest is locked until a higher level or you are a different class. This is also the, it's the Ninjas Guild, that's why I can't get in. I have to become not Ninjas Guild, the Rogue Guild should I say. Which you can unlock later on in the game when you actually can change your class. because you can be literally any class. Like if I open my character menu and go to classes, every class has a level. Once you get so far into one class, you can then choose to do any other class at your will. They did add extra jobs now into the game, which is Dark Knight, Machinist and Astrologian, which came with the Heavens Ward update, or DLC if you want to call it that. There's another side quest here which I will accept. It's the extra XPs. Now we'll head back up to the plaza and turn in this next quest, and then want to go kill something. Yep, we delivered the package. Thanks a bunch. I'm pretty sure I've just been asked to go do prostitution or something. And we leveled up, which means a new spell. Bio is unexpected damage over time, which means it hurts them without having to continually recast the spell. It lasts for 18 seconds and does a potency of 40, which is pretty decent. It's a very good spell to have. Again, when you get further into the game and start mixing up your classes, you can choose spells to use from other classes. So like I could use a Conjurer's Aero ability as well as the Bio ability on the same class on either of the classes. So you could also have both in effect, which is 2 damage over time. Mapping the realm, we've now headed to middle Lanasha. Tell me about battle, but I will get into that I think in the next episode and leave this one here, as I've taken a hell of a lot of time just running around the city. That's a general quest, exploration and acceptance, and just to bring it about. You can see what that's like, and I'll show you the battle in the next episode, and thanks for watching.